Hello, everybody, and I hope you're having a blessed day. And today I want to talk to you about the trucking industry. And the reason is that's because how we get most of everything we buy. Now, we're going to have a very serious problem in the very near future with our trucking industry. A lot of truckers have plans on quitting, and it ain't just a few people, it's a whole lot of people. Now, the trucking industry already has serious problems due to the diesel, due to they can't get the parts to fix their trucks, the high prices of the diesel to get around is costing more and more, and it's starting to hit them. And the lack of drivers. There's already been drivers that have quit, but there's plans on a lot more drivers quitting. They're just waiting. Now, we already had a shortage in drivers to begin with. Now imagine, tens of thousands quitting. What it will do. Now, beef prices are already are going to go as high as 30%. Pork is going to go up. Chicken is going to go up. They're saying we're going to have shortages in chicken. And I'm saying all this because this is something we have to take into consideration. Now, they've talked about how expensive appliances have become compared to before, even repairing them. And a lot of people, I've seen videos where they've got their 2, 3 freezers full of meat. And I say, what happens if they lose their job, have no money, their electricity gets shut off, and all that meat sitting there? Or what happens when one of those freezers go down and they don't have the means to fix the freezer? Now, don't get me wrong. There are people out there that no matter what that price of that freezer is or how much it costs to fix it, there's always going to be somebody who can. But there's always going to be a whole lot more people who can't, who will not be able to afford to fix it, who will not be able to afford to pay that electric bill. And that is something that you have to look at yourself and say, if what it costs for a freezer today turns out to be double next week, could you go buy another freezer if you had to? I can't. Okay? I don't even know for sure if I could fix mine. But everybody is different. And these are just things I want you to think about. What happens if you go to the store and there is no meat? There is no canned goods. What if, now I'm not saying none of this is going to happen, or this part, but what if it becomes illegal for you to grow your own meat or grow your own food? Then what? A lot of people right now are seriously going into greenhouses and things like that, but very few of us can afford that. I can't. And then there's some people that I watch and they've got cows or cattle and they've got pigs and all kinds of animals. And trust me, I have raised and butchered and cut up myself and my family and packaged our own meat. And I know from personal experience just how difficult and time consuming and hard that is because you do not have the professional tools at home to do it like they do at meat packing places. And it takes you weeks to get all that meat cut up. Not just days, but weeks. And that's when you're young and healthy. Imagine if you're pushing 70. Now, my dad had always butchered his own pigs. But as he got older, he took one of his pigs up to a place that did all the work for you. And he said the man stole a lot of his meat. He got very upset and would not do it again. My brother took a cow that he had and they cut it up, and my brother said the same thing. The man stole meat from him. They got in an argument, and the man told him the man never said he didn't do it. He just said, if you don't like what I did, don't bring your animal back. Do it yourself. That angered my brother, and he never went back again. But my brother also never did it himself because it's too much work. He said so. He's not going to do that. So these are all things that we have to think about. What are we going to do? We don't know what the future holds. But the last thing we want to happen is for us to be stuck into a situation that we can't handle or we can't deal with. You know, you got 3 or 4 cows. What are you going to do when time to butcher them comes and you can't find anybody who will do it, or they want at least half of your food to do it for you? Because that could happen. I mean, it got stolen from my brother and my father, and it wasn't even that bad or, difficult times. One thing we can do, definitely, pray. Ask God for wisdom. Ask Him what we should be doing now to help us somehow to get through the future or to get through whatever may be coming our way. But as always, God bless, and I hope you found this helpful.